Hey guys, it's Haley and welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be doing a speed build, and this speed build is just kind of like a mid-century modern build, which is, I think it's the first time I've ever done like a mid-century modern house, and I kind of really like them. They're really easy and stylish and kind of more like my pace of like decoration. I had a lot of fun with this, and with the new things that we've gotten from the Get Famous expansion pack, there's a lot of cool new like doors and windows and just a couple things that I just thought fit this house really well. So I'm excited to see what you guys think down below. It did take me quite a bit of time. I'm not gonna lie. I think this took me like more than 2 hours, but thank God for editing, we were able to cut it down to about 13 minutes. So as you can see here, I am just trying to figure out the exterior color, and we kind of monkey around with it quite a bit. And you guys won't know this, but I edit out quite a lot when it comes to the exterior, just in terms of like all the color swatches I go through, because I'm not kidding you guys, it took me so long. And then there's this little spot where we add a little pop of color in the front, and I think I deleted like 5 minutes of footage of me just going through different colors. And excuse me, my voice is cracking. Probably doesn't help that I'm filming at 11 p.m. at night. But anyway, so yeah, this is the part where I start adding a bunch of different swatches, and then I just cut it out because I literally it was taking me so long. And I think, is this what I decide on? Yeah, I think this is what I decide on. So just kind of made the exterior a little bit more neutral, and then a pop of color with the door. And I am a huge fan of using stone to kind of make that little pathway there. I did look at a house on Pinterest, I believe, for inspiration, and so I was just kind of following that picture. I'll insert a picture on the screen if you guys would like, but if I can think about it or if I can go find it, I might not be able to find it. But I have been having a lot of fun, like using the new things that we've gotten with Get Famous, and honestly, I've just been building a lot more than I normally do, which has been a really cool experience because I used to just play The Sims and I would, download houses off the gallery and then I would decorate them myself, or myself. I would decorate it myself. But I've been dabbling a lot more with the builds and stuff, and it's been really fun. And I'm actually like been surprising myself with how I think decent they might be turning out. Obviously, there's some stuff I'm still like working on and trying to get better at. But if you guys saw like my first builds ever or something like that when it comes to Sims 4, oh my gosh, they were literally just like boxes, like long rectangles. If any of you guys played The Sims 2, do you remember oh shoot, I don't even remember the neighborhood anymore, but the neighborhood where the Goths lived, and there was like those three houses up in the like top kind of left corner that were just like, I don't want to say trailers, but they were like the really long rectangle houses that were very like starter home friendly. Yeah, that's basically what I used to build. I just kept it super simple because a lot of the times, I was playing Sims more for the gameplay and not necessarily for the building aspect, but lately I've really been enjoying the building and just getting better at that and working on my skills. So in the picture that I was looking at, there was just these really cute succulents kind of lining the front like that. So I thought this kind of worked, and then it was in a more kind of like Oasis Springs style neighborhood, which I wish I would have placed this house there, but I didn't. I didn't think about it when I was building it, and then I was too lazy to go change anything. So yeah, we're just working with it, but I had a little couple rocks in there to make it look a little bit more realistic because it was in more of like a stone bed, and then just kind of extend the gravel out a little bit more here. And now we are getting into the floor plan. So I kept it super simple as this is a one bedroom house, and I just thought it would be really good if we just kept a very open floor plan, very just kind of like that open concept that's very popular nowadays, so that when you're in the kitchen you can see what's going on in the living room, and then you can kind of see the entryway as well. So it's just like this big open room, which I absolutely love, and I just think it adds more light and just kind of brings like the family together if you have a bunch of people over. So now we are onto the kitchen, and I'm not usually one to use darker colors. I tend to be someone who really goes for like the lighter neutral colors, but I decided to be bold here because I thought it would kind of fit in with the exterior, the door, which I know that sounds weird, but I just thought it worked out that way. So this is kind of what I ended up choosing. And then another thing that I cut out is how long it takes me to pick a wallpaper, you guys. Oh my goodness, I was having the toughest time. So we messed around with it quite a bit, and I think we like land on like this kind of blocky, shiny. Is it that? I think it might be that. Yeah, I'm still not 100% sure if I liked what I picked, but it was taking me so long that eventually I was just like, okay, Hailey, you have to just pick one and move on because we're going to be here forever. So that's what I ended up going with, and then just kind of adding like a few little clutter items here. I'm not a huge fan of like a lot of clutter, but like I do want it to look, realistic and lived in. So just added a couple things there, and then we're gonna add the dining room, and this dining room set is from the Get Famous pack. I absolutely love it. I think it looks really good, and I thought that wine glass photo would just kind of tie in nicely. And then just adding a little bit more greenery. I always love adding like pops of green. I think it just kind of brings out the liveliness of a home, especially if you tend to, choose some darker colors and everything. But you will see in the living room here that we do kind of do a mixture of some lighter colors just to kind of make the room pop a little bit more. I do have to admit that I kind of regret choosing this TV size because I think I'm just like in this get famous mode that it's celebrity everything. And so this TV is ginormous, and I kind of wish I would have sized it down or at least picked one of the smaller ones. But I do really like that color scheme of like the living room with the nice blue, white, and gray rug. Again, I'm a very neutral person. I personally would probably honestly decorate my house in these colors, to be completely honest. I'm not really like a person like that loves really bright uh I'll just bright colors. I just am not a fan of that in my own like house. Like if my room is literally like a white and light blue gray theme. Like that is literally what I prefer. So it's kind of fun though to get into builds where I play with more pops of color just because that's personally not something that I would have myself, but it's not necessarily because I don't like it. It's just not my taste. So add a couple new of the artworks there from Get Famous, and then this little kind of dining room set that has like a bunch of dishes in there. So maybe if like they have some dinner parties or something, that's where they keep their nice china. And then I add a little reading nook over here just kind of to fill some more space. And then I end up adding that little cubed block because I figured maybe that would look like a little bit like an add-on to that shelf. And then just add a little lamp there with some books as if like the sim was currently reading something right there, and then they just set the book aside on the table. So I thought that looked kind of nice, and then just add a little wall decor here. Then I think I come back over here to add, oh yeah, and then I place that little game table just for a little bit of fun, and then I come over here and add like a little entryway, so I just get a nice little entry table there, and I thought that modern one from, I think the bowling pack worked nicely. A lot of the stuff that we got with Get Famous that are the more like modern things, I think work really well with that bowling pack as well. So those things look really well together. And then again, just kind of had a bit more space here than I would like. And I'm not really someone who just fills spaces just to like make it look more cluttered. So that is something about me that you guys might notice is that, I don't mind having a little bit of like wiggle room or something. Like, let's say you have like a bunch of Sims come over or something and they're all trying to clutter around in this, or yeah, well, they're just all essentially they're clutter. Like they're trying to find places to like sit and stand and talk, and so I don't really mind having a little bit more open room. That's personally just something that I prefer. I know I watch a lot of YouTubers who like a lot of clutter and like to fill the empty spaces, but I think some empty spaces are okay because I think if you were to look around your own home, you don't have every nook and cranny covered with furniture or decor or something like that. So I just kept it a little bit open, but also kind of tried to fill a little bit of the space so it didn't look too boring. So I just add that new little shelf there that came with the new expansion pack. Ta-da! I'm sure you guys have seen it before. And then I just add that little carpet, and I thought that kind of tied in nicely with the living room. And then we just quickly put together a bathroom here. Bathrooms are probably my least favorite to decorate. They all look the same to me. I don't really like to do anything too crazy with them because your sim on like they don't spend a lot of time in the bathroom, so I really don't care what it really looks like all that much. Just, as long as it matches the rest of the house and the theme of the house. So just adding a few things here. Again, I want it to look like it's like lived in. And it's not like this is some crazy modern mansion where everything is super tidy and we have like a butler or anything. I kind of imagine just a new, couple moved in and they're just starting their life together. And you'll see in here that I do add a little bit of I add a DJ booth, which I think will look really cool, or looks cool to like use in the game. I haven't used it yet myself because with the Let's Play that I'm currently doing, it doesn't tie into the story, but I do add that you'll see in a little bit here. But I did use this new bed, which I really like. I love getting new kind of bed like furniture just because I kind of get sick of the options that we have. I would say beds and counters I get really tired of really quickly. So that's nice that we have a couple new options, although I have to say the new Get Famous, the really like raunchy, like the new really elegant bed is a little too much for me to use probably like in any other household. Unless it's just like a super famous celebrity. So this bed is usable for a lot of things, but the other one, not so much. But just added a little bit of pop of color in there, and then I just use that picture frame to kind of tie in some of those colors. And then I was trying to figure out what to do with this space over here, and I just ended up filling it with some shoes and then a little music area nook over there. And I just thought the background would be kind of cute because I figure this is a new couple, so just kind of setting that down there, or not new, like a younger couple. But anyway, we are coming up towards the end of the video and we'll be getting into these screenshots shortly. I hope you guys liked it, and let me know if you guys have any requests or anything down below, and I will see you guys in the next build. Bye bye!